Alrighty, here I am. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the stream here. I certainly hope you guys are doing great today, because I'm doing pretty good myself. Notice there's kind of a little bit different background today. I'll explain that here in just a little bit on what's going on with that. Other than that, I've got a couple of things to share. It's kind of happened since Friday. I think but we are going to be back in Evil Genius again today, playing that as well. Let me double check something really. I need to get my phone going here. Kind of running a little bit behind. Things have been kind of disoriented a little bit. Cool. Sounds like my audio is working just fine as well. We've already got the game going. You can probably hear it in the background. Problem is you can't see it on screen. That is what we call an issue. So let me go ahead and get that really quick fixed. And just take me like that. Hit done. And now I should be able to pop up here. There it is. Good. Well, sort of. The only thing I don't like about Evil Genius is that since it is an older game, when you tab out, it just wants to rearrange everything for you. But we are going to be back here. Now, I did play a little bit between streams here. I'll kind of explain what I did. Unfortunately, I didn't really pay attention, but the Mesmero had died. But Johnny Steele got a hold of him, or John Steele. I was just Johnny Steele. John Steele got a hold of him and took his last life. So unfortunately, he is no longer in the game. I don't know when exactly it happened, but I got the pop-up for it, and he was already gone. So I'm like, ugh. So I know John and Steele is actually trying to get into our base, so we got to be careful about that. But essentially what I was doing in between streams is just training our people up, just to know that we're ready to try to go steal some more ore. I know we were trying to get, we need, what, 10 more? So we don't need a whole lot more, but if you notice, there's something a little bit different down here, but we'll explain that here in a second. If you look here on our minions page, I do have quite a few more minions back. And so I've been trying to train them up and trying to keep a good amount of people around. Now, John Steele has been, well, he's been a pain in the butt, is what he has been. But, thankfully, we have a lot of our social minions back, so we've been kind of distracting him pretty well. I would say it's not been perfect, but still pretty well. Oh, great. Oh, John Steele just... Oh, good lord. Well, I know that works now. So that's pretty neat. I didn't see the whole thing worked before, but yeah, it seemed like it actually worked really well. But this is actually something I did plan during... I was kind of thinking about doing something like this for... do something like this to kind of help our security a little bit. I know a couple people had mentioned last time we played that we really should do something like this to help keep agents out. This was kind of the idea I had. Essentially, it's just a long hallway. It's an open hallway. Somebody's stealing some more stuff. That is actually just full of traps and things like that. So what that would do? I mean, essentially, it would just allow us to get Jubei out there. Oh, great. Every one of my doors has been reset to 1. And that guy might get away with some stuff, and that's not ideal. Might have to reset just here in a second, but alright. So let's actually go through and reset all of our doors. It actually seems like most of them are actually at the proper security level. Oh, good. Sweet. We did get that guy, so that is good. We knocked him out, though, which unfortunately means we might lose that package anyways. Unless we get some more people out here. Let's see if we can get somebody else out here to see if we can maybe recapture that crate. because it should just be, yeah, it's this, the Sword in the Stone. That's what we're missing. But hey, hopefully we can get that back here. But essentially, we've gotten quite a bit of stuff taken care of. It's nothing been too crazy yet. He's almost gone, so hopefully we'll walk him out of the base here soon. But this is actually something I've designed a little bit. Essentially, this is just a set of traps that I have set up right now that hopefully that will keep these guys, number one, distracted first off, but second off, it will actually keep people away from the main part of the base. I still have to set this area up, and I don't know what I'm going to do quite yet with this. I might do one of these nerve gas agents, because those have seemed to be worked pretty well. Do a motion, we'll just pretty much copy this one. Let's see here. Then I need to get the giant magnet. Go. So now, if we link all these up and then link this to there, that should trigger all that once it goes off. Because I guess if this is a too wide hallway, what I could do... I don't think it would work as well, but oh well. But yeah, so something like this I'm thinking about setting up just to see if maybe we can try to trap a few agents in here. May work, it may not. So we'll go ahead and get that started then. But yeah, the whole goal of today, we want to try to build the rest of the rocket. We've got 3 of the 5 parts already. And so we just need to steal, I think, 10 more ore, and we'll have enough ore to actually be able to go ahead and get this done. And I think we're going to have to go to America and steal it. Well, mainly America. We might go down here and steal some as well. Let's go ahead and send 3 scientists out there to do some plotting, because that's where the one we haven't stolen yet is, from there. So hopefully that will work. You know, fingers crossed. Cool. John Steele has been incapacitated for at least the moment. Our heat's coming, at least our heat's coming down in other areas, so that is good to see as well. So while we're waiting to really get all of our people back, we have the quantum physicists, we have the, I think we need 5 guards. Double check this. 5 guards, 4 mercenaries, which we have 9 mercenaries, but we have a bunch out in the field right now. And 2 quantum physicists. So if we do this twice, we can kind of distribute our people between these 2. I think it'll work out just fine. Now, here's the, so you might be wondering why I have a little bit different background today. Well, it's to do with something that happened at the house recently. So, I streamed on Friday. Everything went well that day. Actually, we had a pretty good turnout that day. And so I came down here Saturday morning. I was going to upload a couple videos to YouTube. I usually try to upload both streams over the weekend so that you guys can watch those back if you missed anything. And I came down here and I put my foot, because I have a kind of an odd desk, and I put my foot under my desk, and there was water there. You know, you don't have to be an expert in computers to know that water and computers don't mix, or water and any electronics do not mix. So I was a little concerned, and so essentially how my desk is, so I have my desk here, there's a false wall that it butts up against to, and then right behind there is a furnace and a hot water heater. So I go back there, and there's just a small stream of water just running from somewhere. And I'm like, well, this absolutely sucks, because there is not supposed to be water here. And so after a little investigation, it took me a couple days to figure out what was going on. And finally come to find out that what had happened is that there is a hose that runs out of our heating and cooling system. And it's just a simple little hose, it's a garden hose, that's what they used. And the connector for it actually broke. There's a little gasket inside of it that actually had kind of corroded over time, and it actually finally started leaking water. So after a couple of days, I finally figured it out, but it was a little scary. You come down and see your computer surrounded by water. It's not ideal, to be sure. So it was something I had to take care of. It just a couple towels, stuff like that. We got it taken care of, but you know, still, it was a little, especially since we didn't know where it was coming from. That was kind of the other thing. Like, I don't know how this is going to work, but we got it fixed, and it was actually a pretty simple fix. I didn't know if I knew it was the gasket, I would not have called anybody. But you know, if you don't know some of the stuff, especially if you don't know, especially stuff like that, It's best to call somebody. It's like, hey, just double check and make sure. What was the other? Oh, and so that was pretty much my weekend, and he came and fixed it yesterday. So that was always a good thing. But the problem is that to get to the furnace, and this is why my desk is, or my background's a little different, is that I actually had to turn my desk completely because there's a door that goes to the furnace. The problem is my desk actually covers that door, so now technically my desk is sitting at an angle. So hopefully by Friday it'll be back to normal. However, it might take me a little bit to get there, but you guys are applying. All right, so it might just be a little bit different today, maybe Friday, but hopefully we'll be back to normal by then. So that was kind of my weekend, but there's also something that that's been kind of on my mind a little bit lately, and we're trying to do this. We've been trying to find something for quite a while, and I'll kind of tell you a little bit about it. While we're waiting, of course, we're trying to find this last point because I want to spend both of them out at once. We'll hit all 10 real quick and then get out. That's kind of the goal right now, and then we'll have the rocket hopefully assembled by then. But I have been looking for my grandfather was a mechanic, or ever since I knew he's been a mechanic. But he was retired mostly, but he actually built a Jeep, and this is maybe one of the reasons I'm so much into Jeeps and things like that. But there's a certain Jeep, is a 1979 CJ7 that he had built himself. Modified it, did all the work on it himself. It was just a beautiful Jeep, bright orange, and it was nicknamed Wild Thing. And I think that's why, number one, I name all my Jeeps now. But it was the first Jeep I ever really rode in, first one I ever went off-roading in. It means a lot to me and him. It means a lot to a lot of people. And he sold it a couple years ago. I think it's been about 10 or 11 years. And now we don't know where it's at. I'm trying to find it again. They've been looking for it, but they haven't had too much luck trying to find this. And so it's something I've been trying to work on in the past couple of days. And I didn't realize how popular this Jeep was. And when I say this, is that I found one of his old clubs that he used to run with. And they still do off-roading events and things like that. But I posted on there, I had one photo of this Jeep, and you couldn't tell the name. You could tell what it was, but you really couldn't tell the name or anything on it. And, hold on, I'm going to take care of that real quick while I'm in the middle of this heart-wrenching story. Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do. So I posted this photo. I'm like, hey, I know this is a long shot, but I'm like, I don't know if anybody remembers this thing. And I posted the photo, and I talked a little bit about it. It's like, hey, if anybody has any leads, let me know, things like that. I bet you within 2 or 3 minutes, and I'm just saying 2 or 3 minutes, and I know it's exaggerating about that, a message pops up on Facebook. Hey, are you looking for Wild Thing? It seemed like, especially this club that he used to run with, and there are quite a few others, everybody knows this Jeep. It is just, for some reason, I guess, my grandfather was really big into this, and he used to show this Jeep off quite a bit. And it seems like a lot of people know about this Jeep. And so now I'm getting messages from all across where I live, just people like, hey, I remember that Jeep. I remember your grandfather was out, riding with us with it. There's people like family members from other side or other parts of the family that I don't know very well. They're like, hey, I've heard about this Jeep. We want to help you find it. And I don't know how many. I've got a couple police officers out. I mean, family members that are either distant, or I have a step uncle that's actually helping out as well. I've got an aunt that's doing a lot of work, especially with the BMV. See if we can even find a VIN on this vehicle. So that's kind of been my last couple of days, is I've been trying to find this Jeep. And so far, a lot of memories. Nothing's really kind of concrete so far. But I did get actually a kind of a little bit of a lead where I have somebody at the BMV who they can do I can't remember what the form's called, but essentially they can look up the record of this VIN, tell me what the VIN is, and where this vehicle might have gone through owner-wise. Well, that's at least a start. I've been trying to track this thing down for probably 3 or 4 days now. Now, I say 3 or 4 days. I've been looking for this thing for about 11 years now. And I would have bought it from him if I knew he was going to sell it. But you gotta remember, before, when he sold this thing, it was 11 years ago. I was 15. I couldn't even drive yet. But still, this thing, it's like I would love to see this thing again, or at least know what happened to it. And I think that's kind of the part that kind of sucks about it. It's like I just have no idea what happened. I think once we figure out or find it, or we figure out what happened to it, I think it'll be a little bit better. I'm not going to say, hopefully it's it's recognizable and things like that, but after 11 years, we don't know. And so it's been it's interesting to say the least to try to find this thing. The other kind of big thing is that one of the reasons that kind of really prompted me to do this is that my grandfather's not doing great right now. He's going through a couple things health-wise, and so we're trying to find this Jeep for him. Number one, I think we all want to see it again because it's an iconic thing. It's something that you remember. Like I remember this thing from when I was like 5 or 6. I remember trying to jump up into this thing, and now I think I could just slide in with no problem if I could find this. So yeah, that's kind of been what I've been doing this weekend, is trying to figure out where in the world this thing went. And seeing if maybe I could get it back. Kind of the whole idea. We're still hopeful it's out there somewhere, and I don't see why it wouldn't be. But, speaking of out there, I think we just found our last last mine thing. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop one of the scientists off over here and put him in hiding. Now, the next thing I want to do is actually put this on and hit save. Because I know this could be a big issue. If for some reason we get a lot of heat very quickly, which I know we will, but I know we're going to have to do quite a bit of this. It's going to be interesting. So let's do 2 quantum physicists at each place. Let's go with 4 mercenaries. We'll do 5 at each place. We're going to drain our mercenaries at the base, but that's what we need here. And then we need, 5 guards? Now, I'm going to take a playboy and a diplomat for each location. That should cut down on any heat that we're going to generate there. Now, if you look here, our heat is actually not too terrible in any section besides, Smash territory, which I kind of figured it would be because of what we've been doing there. We've been stealing a lot of money from them. So, we'll see about that. Hopefully, it won't be too awful bad. I think we can at least hold down the fort for now. I don't think anything will really stop us right this second. Also, we still have quite a few of our henchmen around, so if something were to happen, I think we can be okay with that. So cross your fingers. Hopefully this works, because who knows if it will or not. But because you also got to realize, guys, a week from yesterday, Evil Genius 2 comes out. So 6 days until we get the new game. So hopefully this time next week we'll be playing the new game. I have it pre-ordered. You can't pre-install it yet. It might come out like 24 hours to say you can pre-install it. I don't like that sound. Alright, it's only Katarina, so if that is it... Nope. Alright, they're both here now. Well, which means that they're not out in the world, so that is a good thing. Hopefully they'll start attacking each other, which I got a feeling John Steele would win that fight anyways, but that's just me. What we should do, though, is while we're thinking about it, let's go ahead and create a few freaks. Because that will help us. And especially with super agents around, they're great. Now, technically, a super agent or a freak cannot really take out a super agent. However, they can do a lot of damage to them, and they're just throwaway essentially. So it is kind of nice to have them around. Oh great, a marksman deserted. Alright, well. I mean, he won't be deserting, I'll be honest with you, but... Oh boy, I bet you that is one of the super agents actually already in the base. And look at that, I was right. So the traps are almost ready and set up properly. Hopefully these all work. I'm just a little concerned, I'm just going to put it that way. Alright, we've got our people out here now. Let's save the game here. Because essentially what we're going to do is from here on is kind of a... We're going to get 10 ore or we're going to die. So that's kind of the point here. So we got half the heat, half the time. Let's go. Half the heat, half the time. Go. You actually probably will hit 100 or hit 500 with just getting these 10 ore. Which is pretty impressive. Well, we also get a giant diamond there. So now we're on, this would be number 2 here. That's number 3. Heat's still rising. It's not, or heat's still building up, but and we're generating more heat now, so it's not ideal. So that should be 3 done. Let's take a look here and see how much we have. Go ahead and release him. All right, we're at half of our ore that we need. We're at 6 now. How are we doing over here? Not ideal over here. They've lost all their scientists, which is not good. 3, or sorry, 5, 7, 8. We need 2 more. Right? 3, 5, 7, 8. Yeah, we need 2 more and we'll have all this done. We don't have to worry about ore collecting anymore. We can actually start working on our doomsday plans. So there's 9. 3, 6, 9. We need 1 more. And there it is. Abort. And you know what? Put these guys in hiding. Alright, so we should have 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. We have 11. So we have an extra 1 just in case. We have our minions streaming out here to try to go collect all that ore. Alright, we can't quite build the... Oh, we can. Stage 4 and Stage 5. Hopefully then they'll just carry it down to the... Hopefully they'll carry it right down to the rocket area. I don't know that for sure. There's 4 more crates that they have to get up. That's not ideal. Because essentially if we can get 1 more down there before anybody really... Oh boy. That's what I'm concerned about. They're full heat there, full heat there. I'm trying to get these guys in before they really start piloting in here. Oh, great. Both agents are down there now. That's awesome. Looks like one of them still having some issues. I bet you they met each other and then they started fighting. And that's why we're having it, or that's why they had issues. Alright, so we've got Patriot there, we've got Smash up here. However, I think we've got... Ooh, they're still working on those chemicals, though. But we got all of our military minions, a lot of our military minions back. We didn't lose a lot of military minions. We lost a couple of science minions, but we can kind of live with that. And they're slowly assembling the rocket pieces down there, so I think we're only missing 1 that we actually need. So I think we're done with the ore collecting. Now, here's the problem. We need to actually get... hold on, let's double check something here. We're only at 470, really? I thought that would do more. Oh well. I guess, worst comes to worst, we can always do a couple Acts of Infamy. Especially being this close, we can do some Acts of Infamy. Make sure we're at the evilest of evil geniuses. I'm pouring some drink out over here. Like those guys are good to go. We can go back to stealing there. Let's see, what do we got down here for agents? I've got a couple of these guys, oh well. John Steele's knocked out. We are distracting the super agent as well, so hopefully that will take care of that here in a moment. Go, that's all sealed up, getting nice and cold for me. Looks like the soldiers are going to meet each other, so that is going to help us quite a bit. These are poor oh, they're both poor veterans. Might actually work out in our favor because they can probably get rid of... Hopefully they'll kill enough of each other off that we don't have to worry about them anymore. That's at least the idea, that is. Alright, looks like those guys are actually heading down through our... our trap hallway. Probably we don't have any traps set up, so we're gonna finish that here soon. Where is Jubei at? We need to get him. We'll get him down here to help with these guys, because I don't like having them running around here. Oh, really? Those guys just passed each other. Well, that's not ideal. Yay! We finally got the rocket completed. Oh, that's so nice. So you can see we can abandon our resource gathering efforts for there. There is the 5th part and there is the 4th part. So we've got all 5 of our... It's a 5-stage rocket, of course. And then we have to interrupt a rocket... Hold on. Oh, I see. So this is the next kind of missions we have to do. So we have to interrupt a rocket testing session in Casablanca by stealing the engine plans, then construct an engine of our own in the rocket caverns. So we have to do that. And then we have to steal and research Patriot Doomsday technology object while defending it from the retrieval teams. Steal and research the Saber and Anvil Doomsday technologies, which is kind of small. And capture the cosmonaut who's been lured to the island and interrogate him multiple times. So that is going to be something we have to do. We can actually do relatively quickly. So essentially what's happened is that we're trying to get all the technology available and ready for us to actually take on Doomsday. So what we need to do first off is do some plotting there. So this is actually one of the... We have to do we steal gyroscope so our rocket doesn't go out of control. I don't remember the... I know something here is like the engine here. What was the other stuff at? We gotta find the Saber and we gotta find the Anvil one. Where that is, I'm not 100% sure, but we can find it. But what they contribute to this is we actually have a cosmonaut here. And that cosmonaut is, apparently he's been into space. It kind of makes sense. So we gotta capture him and interrogate him. And once we can do that, we can actually try to find... we can try to figure out how in the world to get our rockets into space. Essentially, it's kind of the idea. We have some Saber soldiers coming up there, which is not ideal because it's going after one of our freaks, which I think our freak's going to die, which kind of sucks, but oh well. Just kind of hoping those guys would start fighting each other, but it didn't look like they did, which kind of sucks. So I was hoping they would. So I need a game plan because both of them are going to be in this base here very shortly. That was kind of what stinks. All right, cool. So John Steele's knocked out, so we can all go back to what we were doing. But I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen defeat the next super agent, which should be Katarina Frostnova. Could be wrong about that, but these guys are up to something. I guess they're following this guy while we're sending in traps through the other door. All right, well, that kind of works out, I guess. All right, so we've got our guys up here. Hopefully they'll plot and find that one. We'll need to wait a little bit on this one, but yeah, not ideal. We had that have that much heat on us, of course, but it does happen. So that'll take care of. Hold on, let me get the main objectives here. So that'll take care of this one. Oh, wait a minute. We don't even have to do all that. We just got to complete one of these. Well, screw that. I'm getting the cosmonaut. That's the easiest one to go for. Question, we have not already captured him, so we need to try to figure out where he's at. Oh, there he is. So we have captured him. You don't know what these guys are doing. I guess they're following that guy. Which is fair, but they're going to lead him right into the base, isn't they? Looks like they are. So let's get all of our henchmen down here. And if we can get them all down here, hopefully when they come in, we can just be ready to hit them as hard as we can. I think everybody's coming down here already, so... Ooh. Actually, looks like they knocked out the mercenary carrying all those guys. Not ideal. Can we... Colonel Blackheart, are you... You capture him for me real quick? I don't... Oh, there's super agents around.
Also, Cap.
Come on, start fighting each other. Come on. Two are super agents on opposite sides of the field here. Let's do that. Wait. There it is. So this is how we can defeat Katarina Frostnova, which finally we got the objective to do so. I'm kind of annoyed how long that took. Alright, let's go ahead first off. Let me switch over to my phone. Well, I'm not going to switch on, not switch the stream, but I do want to switch over to see if I can figure out how cool they are fighting each other now. Awesome. That guy is being led in. Which right now we could probably hit the kill tag on Katarina Frostnova and be like, hey, you're going to die. Well, sort of. You're not going to die quite yet, but you're getting close. Google, please. Go to Evil Genius 1. Defeat Katarina. See if I can figure out where this is at. Ha! Okay, found it. I figure out where we have to go send our scientists to. That's the only thing. So, do I have any scientists out here? Oh, I do. Let's go ahead and yank those. Hide these guys. Put the scientist up. Ew, that's not the wrong. That's the wrong place. Send them to Siberia. That's where we're actually going to go try to find the weakness for Katarina Frostnova, which I kind of already know what it is, but it's okay. It is quite shocking what actually happened, or what you have to do to get her to bend to your will. Cool. Looks like the traps are working. Are running a little low on power though, so let's go grab another nuclear power plant. How in the world did they get into this base that quickly? Number 2, I don't like them being in this base with that guy that close. Alright. Second plan. We are going to, number 1, get all of our henchmen into the control room. And if we can do that, then hopefully we can actually start using these guys to attack. Hopefully, if the soldiers break into there, then well, of course we have a bunch of people already attacking. Awesome. Blackheart, can you start attacking, please? Red Ivan, I don't want you to do this, but rocket, please. Yep, that's what I was concerned about. It's an all-out fight right now. It's not ideal, but it is something that is happening. I haven't at least in a good gunfight. It's actually kind of interesting. It's not really been a gunfight, just a kind of a big, drawn-out fight. Like, some of these guys are starting to leave, though, so that is good. It means we've killed enough of them that they want to leave. If we open this door for them, though, the smash shoulders should take care of at least some of them. So... Ooh, our military has gone from a lot to hardly anything. Not ideal, to be sure. But I think we actually killed them all, which is pretty impressive. However, ooh, good lord, that's not good with all those people missing. Aha! We found what's going to defeat Katarina Frostnova, and it is her teddy bear. Anyways, so yeah, this is actually how you defeat Katarina Frostnova. You actually have to steal her teddy bear back. Or steal her teddy bear. And then you have to interrogate the teddy bear, which is hilarious. And so yeah, that's kind of the whole thing. Essentially, the whole story behind Katarina is that she's a very tough person, very cold. That's why she gets her name, Frostnova. How you find out there's only one thing she ever cared about, and that is that teddy bear. So you have to kill that. You have to kill that teddy bear, and that's how you defeat that super agent. A little bit odd, but it's how it goes. All right, so we are what we call lacking on people. I think it's the best way to describe it. But we did get rid of all those soldiers, though, and the only problem is that with getting rid of all those soldiers, I don't know how many. I don't know how much more we can take from, because we got a bunch more soldiers out here. We got what, 7? And that was, hey, no, we're wrong. That was actually 3 groups of American soldiers, or Patriot soldiers. Holy cow, they killed the heat pretty quick. Let's go back to plotting over here. Hopefully we can find that. We can find that item over there. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and recapture him. So now if you see here, we interrogated him once, and that got us to half of the health one. We have to do 1 for each of those. So, it's something we gotta look out for. Let's go ahead and get one of our guys out here to assist these guys. This is what I was afraid of, is the soldiers are starting to come towards the base. So start creating a few more freaks, because I know those were actually somewhat useful. Let's see here. I got some saboteurs, but nothing too crazy. Those guys are already at the base, and we're starting to take aim at our henchmen. We've got 1 down. Problem is they have one of our guys down, so that's not ideal. Jubei, if you can come out here. Cool, maybe the butcher will distract him long enough till we can get some more guys out there. Let's go a hand grenade. Alright, well, technically that knocked all of them out. Which, well, it stunned them all for a little bit, so that's something. Although the butcher is now running through the base on fire. Not ideal. I'll just wanted to point that out there. Looks like that might be the last one of them, at least for this batch. We got some saboteurs. Ooh, we got a lot of people down here. Oh, only saboteurs. Okay, I'm okay with that. And there's the two super agents just hanging out. Alright, well. Jubei. Let's see if we can get a couple people down here to get rid of these guys. Just doing what we do every Wednesday and Friday, trying to take over the world. Although what I'm concerned about, is there another group of soldiers? No, there's investigators. Okay, I can deal with investigators. They only carry pistols with them. What's like when it starts getting soldiers, like, ooh, that's not ideal. But yeah, the trading room's going to be busy for a little while now, but because of that, we can actually still interrogate our people there. Alright, looks like Jubei's now gotten down there. Let's go ahead and start killing these guys off a little bit. Should be no problem for those guys. So, not too concerned about that. We got another freak made. We got a couple freaks actually made already. I've got a few things that are worse for wear, but, you know, a well-timed rocket for once actually saved us, but let's see here. Colonel Blackheart, you want to deal with some people? There we go. Butcher, can you come out here and take care of them as well? Just a little more interrogation on that guy. This guy should be taken care of pretty easily. I'm okay with them sending like saboteurs and investigators, things like that. It's when they send the soldiers is what kind of sucks. But it actually looks like we're actually losing, or actually can see our heat now. I don't know why we're having these guys out there. No, we actually, hold on, we actually need those guys out there. Hold on, never mind. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like we're finally losing enough heat that, you know, we actually can steal it, or see it again. I'm going to say steal it again. So that is at least a good thing. Still a little concerned because we only have one martial artist and one marksman. I don't quite think we need any more martial artists for anything per se, but it would be nice to actually have all those guys, you know, at the base. So, like, have them all at the end of the game, I should say. Because we were getting close. I'm hoping, well, I want to finish this game, even if I might have to play a little bit off stream by Friday. I want to complete this game Friday, so that when I come back on Wednesday next week, we're ready to play the new game. And I'm excited for that. And I might have to try to play that beforehand. I do have to work that day, unfortunately, but the day it comes out, I should say. But I do want to see it, kind of see what happens with it. Alright, the Cosmonaut has reconsidered. So that one's taken care of. So now we need to recapture him. Yeah, we have to do this, I think we have to interrogate him 6 times. And that beats, you know, having an active infamy and trying to generate all that heat and then try to research all that. This is just way easier, I'll be honest with you. I actually think those are the people trying to recapture the Cosmonaut. Kind of makes sense that they are, but that's not what I wanted to have happen. Not at all what I wanted to have happen. Love the scientist just walking it off. He's fine. Can you not actually? Yeah, okay, fair enough. The one cosmonaut team was killed, but they're gonna send more. So we just gotta make sure, number one, they don't kill him before we're done with him. But I think the next one we can do is the supercomputer. So we have to do three different ones. We have to do the health, the focus, and then the smarts. If I'm not mistaken, we can use the brainwashing machine as well, which also kind of helps. Alright, Johnny Steele's still knocked out there. We've got some agents there. I think those are the recovery team. Oh, there's another one. I mean, a freak might kill the recovery team now, so that'd be kind of nice. It doesn't really matter now. We give this guys back stealing right away. We lost one of them, but still not ideal, but it works okay. So the cosmonaut getting escorted down to our labs. Oh, good lord. I see this huge conglomerate. Alright, they're only good Saber veterans, but there is 7 of them. Not ideal, to be sure. Ah, Johnny Steele is attacking our base. Not ideal. Now he's leaving. Alright, well, I can live with that. Everything's on fire, but we have plenty of... We have some technicians... all of our technicians are in training, but we do have plenty of valets who could take care of those fires. We need to put a door here so that you can try to break through there. Alright, so there is the cosmonaut being tortured in some way. As to how, not really sure. But they are being psychologically tortured somehow. Let me actually take a look and see what I have. I don't remember exactly which ones you have to use for interrogation. Like which devices do what. Alright, so what? Alright, that didn't focus. We need to recapture him now. Let's go ahead and capture him really quick here. So that, sorry, what was that? That he, that was his attention. So smarts, we can actually use the brainwashing machine. I was correct. So we can do that, and he should then crack and tell us what we need to know. That was it's kind of the whole goal. We're trying to figure out number one, we're trying to figure out how to get to space. Essentially, we're playing evil Kerbal Space Program right now, and trying to figure out how to get to space, all while trying to trying to launch our Doomsday device, which we're getting close to. But there's a couple other things I want to do before we wrap up the stream, or I'll wrap up actually playing the game. I'd like to, number one, get to 500 notoriety before we launch our rocket. It's kind of a goal, at least. What other ones did I want to do? I wanted to try at least get try to get Johnny Steele onto the rocket. That's the only way to defeat him. Technically, then we would defeat all 5 super agents in one playthrough. So there is no more goody two-shoe agents out there. It'd be great. So it looks like the butcher should at least take care of most of them. The Bays are right there too, so it's not like we can't take care of. We'll get rid of these guys too. All right, so we're technically, oh good lord, we're technically halfway done with our interrogations. Here's the problem: all of our people are knocked out, and we need to run these guys up here. Because there are soldiers walking into our base now, which is not ideal, to be sure. I I think most of our guys are either on their way or knocked out. So not ideal, especially since we're running a little low on military minions. And they are just murdering our valets. Can we close this door, please? Is that something we can do? Alright. Right there, right there, right there. Alright, here's actually what we're going to do. Hold on, they're about to walk into here, which is not ideal. If we all attack one of them, hopefully that will, alright, we've got 2 down. Alright, we got 3 of them down so far. And looks like they're running. Well, that was actually a lot easier than I expected. And it looks like the Freak's taking out the Cosmonaut team. Alright. And that should be number 4 taken care of. So that takes all of his attention away. So now we got rid of his smarts. We did it a couple times. And then we should, did say should, be able to eventually, well, we should be able to see the brainwash machine twice. We should be good to go. Good lord. Got a lot of soldiers. A lot of soldiers at our doorsteps. Is not ideal. Exceptional smash agents. No kidding. Still have yet to find this. Oh, there it is, actually. Whoopsies. We need 4 of each of those guys, which is a lot. So let's get those guys out of here. I also want to get this going here soon, but we need 3 diplomats. Oh, we got 4 diplomats, actually. But we also need 6 guards. So that is not ideal. At least we have all the stuff for it, so it's not like it's a huge deal. How much heat is that going to do? It's going to generate 15 heat, which we bring 3 diplomats with us, enough guards. It's actually not bad at all. We'll need to bring some scientists, though, because that I don't like how long that's going to take. To actually get that mission going. It's only gives us 1 notoriety, though. That actually kind of sucks. So let's actually save this first, because while I do like playing kind of like a, not a hardcore mode, but like if we die kind of thing, I kind of like that ideal. I want to make sure that we can still have it. It's an enjoyable stream too. And it's kind of one of those things like, let's. There's a couple things I will kind of checkpoint. So let's see. We need 3 diplomats, 6 guards. We need take 2 quantum physicists, and that should break the. Or we'll break 3. That should allow us to have what we need to get everything where it should go. So fingers crossed, that's what we need. Come on, dude. There. Come on. There we go. Brainwashing machine. So hopefully then, hopefully after this we'll have everything that we'll need to, well, we'll have this objective complete. Here we'll be able to get Katarina Frostnova when she comes back to our island. We'll be able to take her out. Kind of the idea, at least. And we'll pretty much do the same thing we have been before. We'll psychologically weaken her, and then once she's knocked out, we can just capture her, no problem. Kind of the idea, at least. And should work out pretty well. I don't see why it wouldn't. So, although I did just realize that half of our barracks is now gone. But you know what? Let's do this. It's like, what the heck happened there? Saboteur. Makes sense. We lost our gold enhancement device, so we have to get 1 more of those. Ooh, the problem is we don't have that kind of money. What happened to our guys here? They're still there. Alright, well, carry on. Alright. We do... I think I'm going to get a couple of these instead of the beds. They're a little expensive, but They actually work just as well as beds, and don't take as much space up and things like that. So we take care of that. Let's go ahead and capture them one more time. And that should be, yeah, that should be halfway. It should hopefully then we'll have to do it one more time, and then we should be good to go. We're out of marksman. Well, that's unfortunate. That really sucks too, because the only way we can get those back is we actually have to go out and capture another marksman. I think there's only 2 of them. There's one. Nope, that's a mercenary. Where's the other marksman at? I think there's one. Oh, actually here. I think there's one in Siberia. Yeah, so we can get either one of those, and right now we probably can't get this one. Let's just be real here. Let's see what does the other one take. Actually, it's not as bad as I thought it was. So now the cosmonaut's been recaptured. I'm going to do it one more time here. Come on. There we go. And let's go ahead and give him that. Ah, that's probably also why we're running low on money, because we were recruiting minions as well as building a bunch of stuff. That makes more sense. We can always steal more money. But I think if we can get rid of another super agent, that means we only have 2 left after this. Let's do it. Hopefully that'll be enough protection for them. Hopefully. I'm kind of regretting not sending more minions now. Kind of a... Now we can just wait and hope. But, yeah, essentially what happens is that we have to beat up her teddy bear, which is rather funny to watch. But, we will. You know, we'll laugh maniacally as we take down our next super agent. But number one, we also have to get her back to the island, which I don't see her on the map. But there she is. For some reason, I accidentally... that's not good. I accidentally clicked off there for some reason. I don't know why it did that. Like, I don't know why it's unselected, minions and agents on the map. It was kind of weird. But okay, that's alright. Let's see here. You know, I don't think our trap hallway is doing any good, but you know what? It's still ours. Still having some issues there. There we go. We can construct the satellite in the rocket chamber now. How much is it is my question. It's only $50. Alright, we can do that. There we go. That's actually a really simple one to do. Actually, see here? There's our satellite. We're actually doing it faster than the game can realize I'm actually doing them in. So now we should do engine construction, and honestly, after that, we might be done. I'll be honest with you, I don't know if there's anything else we can do after that. We have to steal these plans here. I mean, I think I remember what we have to do. But we still have other objectives we want to do. So essentially, we're going to steal that teddy bear. We're going to defeat Katarina Frostnumber. Hopefully, after that, it'll actually become... we get the mission to defeat Dirk Masterson. What concerns me is that I don't see him out here on the world map. So unless...
let's go, the planet of Siberia.
I need some henchmen. They're all in the training area. Why is that? Alrighty. So you see here, it says, how interesting. It seems like the only thing Katarina Frostnumber has ever cared about is her teddy bear, Mr. Snuggles. Her family was quite happy to trade it for us for a few pairs of jeans and some popular music records. It's so simple. Destroy the bear, destroy the woman. Force her to watch as we tear apart her childhood friend should be enough to send her packing. So yeah, we've got that done, so we can get rid of these guys. We need to start doing this though. We need four diplomats and 4 playboys. All right, that's a little much, but all right, let's do this. Let's bump this up to 6 each, just so that we have a few spares just in case something were to happen.
See what's inside.
There we go. Taken care of. And let's also hold on. Since they're right there, we need to take care of a couple guys in here that we need to go take care of. Butcher's right there. We need to take care of them too.
Gojira, right I make rivers of blood.
I'm afraid.
There we go.
Heron rising sword technique.
And let's see here. So, where's Mr. Snuggles at, is my question. I don't see him anywhere, which I don't know if it's something you can actually see or what, but, oh well. Let's also see if Dirk Masterson's on the island really quick. There's somebody up here. Oh, there he is. Now, once Katarina comes back, we'll be able to defeat her, because we do know her secrets of what, you know, will stop her. And it looks like she's still here. So once she comes back to the island next, we'll be able to defeat her. Hopefully, we'll be also to be able to defeat Dirk Masterson the next time as well. We can't defeat him this time because we don't have the quest to. But I do remember what we have to do for that one. That one's a little bit different, but, you know, it still works out pretty well. What are we waiting on right now? We've got the satellite, but we need to actually get that. We need to... Turns out we're just waiting on training right this second, because we need 4 of each of these guys. We have those now. We actually have 1 of each out here, so... 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and send... 5, well, yeah, let's say 5 mercenaries out to guard them. We'll send, yeah, we can do that. A little nervous about that, but they should be able to take care of that. Got some agents snooping around here. Not ideal, but we can take care of them here momentarily. That might be Katarina. Let's see here. I know that's not Johnny Steele or John Steele, so it's got to be Katarina. So let's just see where she landed. Aha, there she is. Psychologically weakened, please. We'll just have to keep up with it and make sure once she once she's once she's psychologically weakened, we can just capture her. Then it's the best way. That's at least the way I feel is the best way to do it. We'll see though. You know what we're gonna have to do? We can do that. They'll drop all those guys off over here. They can continue stealing, or maybe not. Let's just. So, I mean, we do have a couple of those people in there, but, we'll combine them all. We'll send them all on that mission, because that should help alleviate some of that. We'll also make sure all people get out alive. Kind of the goal, at least. They should be loading up here shortly. At least I thought they would be. Yes, I'm well aware we can't afford the golden hamster yet, so they're actually on the helicopter right now going out. Okay. You know, playing this game so much, it's really gotten me excited for the new game. I cannot wait for it. And we don't have to wait too much longer. It's a week away. Yeah, of course, I've been waiting for this game for years now, but, you know. Also trying a new flavored water today, so we'll see how this tastes. When I first smelled it, I'm like, ooh, I don't know about this, but it's tangerine mango. It's actually pretty good. Little surprised about that, to be sure. But yeah, you know what? That's okay. If I like it, who cares? All right, looks like we finally got our people out here. Let's go for it. That'll get us to 475 though, so we're inching our way closer and closer to getting our 500. It'd be really nice to actually see that. So waiting on Katarina, because we don't want to go chase after her. That's the problem. If we go chase after her, we're going to lose a lot of minions. Like we just did. That was not ideal, but we lost, what, 3 mercenaries and a scientist? No, you've got to be kidding me. There's an agent of justice there now. I'm not going to stop the mission because we need to complete that mission. But it's going to make it a little difficult. At least it's not a super agent, and we got rid of the super agent pretty early on, so at least there is that. So we get the butcher up here. It would take them way too long to get to there, so. Well, let's keep our fingers crossed and hopefully everybody, or at least one person, makes it out alive with the plans. Because that's all we need, technically. Well, Dirk Masterson woke back up. I was like, ooh, not ideal, but alright. Four, 3, 2, 1. And we're leaving. Where can we... you know what? We haven't gone over here for a little bit. There we go. So now we can start sealing in this area. Not as much heat. Not nearly as much as I thought it would be. But we need to get some more mercenaries out there. So we'll get 2 more. That'll get us up to 6. Let's actually move this. I think they have to go to the lab, don't they? I think so. I could be wrong about that, but... And Katarina's coming through the south entrance. Now, you know what? Let's not stand there, guys. If I lose Jubei right here, I'd be a little upset. Why are they not attacking her? What the heck? I was trying to figure out what those guys are doing. They're actually running out here to start doing missions, but I don't think they're going to make it. We have plenty of valets and everything, so I guess they may just not be in range of the loudspeaker. Maybe how that works. A butcher, don't go that way. You went that way. Alright, well. Not ideal, but alright. Can you not? This is gonna be a lot harder than I thought it was to defeat the super agent. Not because we lack the issue of defeat, or lack the item to defeat her. It's just that nobody wants to go down and knock her. Oh, there we go. We finally got a few people. So hopefully this won't be too much longer. You know what? Let's just do this. She's already down 20 hit points. Where's Jubei at? I know this is a weird camera angle, but if we can get down here to capture. well, I don't know what Jubei's doing, but alright, let's see. Nope, don't cap, or it's like, don't use him, because he will blow up half that base.
They'll live, unfortunately.
They're not really helping at all. Every one of my henchmen is coming down here. I'm pretty sure they're just cheering the other one on, which is they're cheering the Spin Doctor on, which is a bit of an odd idea, but all right. Need to rebuild the motion sensor out here. And we get a burglary in progress over here. I thought it was a burglary in progress over here. Ah, they're not. It's actually over here. Alright, cool. We've captured Katarina Frostnova. Well, that was a little easier than I expected, but alright. Got some thieves in here we need to take out. Let's take them out pretty quickly here. Let's see here. So once Katarina is... Well, we can actually build the engines, can't we? I don't think I want to build them quite yet, because I think there is a mission that goes along with it, that you have to essentially do a rocket test. You have to have enough minions to do a rocket test, and I don't quite think we have the minions available yet. So I'm just going to give it a minute, and we will... ooh, that's a lot of people down here. They're not all soldiers. Okay, I can live with that. They are just agents. Katarina, okay, she's not in jail yet, but once she does, we're going to do... Oop, I hit my microphone. Once we get that, we are going to interrogate her. Or not interrogate her, we are going to, well, I guess we are. It technically is interrogation, but... Alright, how in the world can I not interrogate her? You know why? Because I don't think I've built it. Alright, why can't I do anything with this? I think something's gone a little screwy here. Alright, hold on one second here. Let me... Oh, hold on, I just saw it. Right there is where I need... Oh, hold on. Let me get Katarina over here. There's Mr. Snuggles. I thought you actually put him on like a punching bag thing, but apparently he just comes pre-strung up. Looks like a Playboy's going to escort her to her final doom. Yeah, let's get rid of these guys too. Colonel Blackheart, can you go take care of those guys? Come on, guys. There we go. Once we get out of the armory, it's not too bad, but still. Got people over here stealing. Still doing okay, but it's not like... Wish we could get a little bit more out of it. Come on, let's see it happen. Watch our evil genius laugh maniacally as we defeat Katarina Frostnova. As we literally beat the stuffing out of it. Oh, good lord, he's got a knife. And there we go! Another super agent defeated. And now we've got a trophy. Might as well put it up somewhere, you know? Showing how we defeated the super agent. Alright, can we get Dirk Mastersons yet? Not yet. But we are getting there soon. Alright, so let's since we've got that done, I think well, I don't know how exactly what we have to do, so let's actually build the engine. Only costs us $50 to build that. The rocket was actually kind of cheap to build. We just had to go get the materials. Ah, okay. So, we're actually getting towards the... We actually might complete this game today. Didn't even think about this. So, we have to test fire the rocket engines and arrange a video conference with the world leaders to issue your demands. So we have to build a rocket button on the cavern catwalk to make your evil genius interact with it to start the rocket engine test. Firing the engines is a dangerous process. If you run out of minions in the rocket cavern, this test must be started again. Providing multiple entries to the cavern will make this easier for your minions to enter it. Fire the engines for an unbroken minute to proceed. And then we have to construct a global communications network by building 5 transmitter aerials outside in a TV studio in your inner sanctum. When the rocket engine test has been successfully completed, make your evil genius interact with the TV inner sanctum or inner sanctum TV studio to issue your ultimatum to the world. So we actually have to build our inner sanctum now. I actually haven't built one on this island yet because didn't need to. Oh, that's why. There we go. And that should be plenty. So let's actually cut this down as small as we can because we're running low on money. But yes, that is what we have to build now. Once we get that built, we can issue our evil ultimatum. Let's also get our... Ooh, what's a $7,000 for that console? Yikes! Alright, well, we're going to go steal some more money. So let's go do that. Let's go send... let's send 10 people out there. And there's Katarina running for her life. Let's also cancel this thing. And because of this, we can now hit this button. And that should allow my construction workers, for how little we do have, that should allow them to start construction on it, and hopefully we'll have that done here soon. As well as we'll be able to pretty easily buy this once we are done. But there is the rocket engine. Oh boy, we're missing people already. Only 2 super agents left. It is nice to see. Why in the world are we missing? Well, I guess because technically, well, number one, they were on fire, but we got technicians. I don't know what the technicians are doing, though, but tell you exactly what they're doing. They're not doing their job. Let's get Jubei all hanging out in the infirmary because they're having issues, but alright. I can't afford the room. That's not ideal. Hopefully when we get more people out there stealing, we'll be able to afford the room. Seems like things have, although it does seem like things have calmed down a little bit, so that is kind of nice. It's you know, we had all the soldiers when we were collecting all this ore, and now it's like, oh, we get a nice peaceful moment. It's kind of the calm before the storm, and it's rather nice. I'm enjoying it as well as it can be. So. I'm now gonna think, if we complete the game today, what do I do on Friday? I don't know. That'd be interesting. If we can, you know, honestly though, it's one of those things where if we can complete it today, great, because I was a little afraid that we weren't gonna be able to do it in time. But I think if we can get it done today, we do kind of an extra, kind of a bonus stream. Beforehand, we'll do something, and then we will. We can then actually do. Well, then we can actually start playing the next Evil Genius on next Wednesday. So that kind of makes sense to me. I'm looking for. We're about 29 notoriety away from being maxed out. That actually would help. Yes, so we can actually hit the launch button now. Hopefully we can get some more minions down in there. Let's go ahead and let's hit the save button first. Oop. Save, please. Yes. So, because we're not quite halfway through the stream, we're right about that point though. So, I mean, we've gotten quite a bit done. Once we get the engine test done, we get our inner sanctum built. We're not that far off from actually. I think we have to, when we issue our evil ultimatum, we have to build enough transmitters, of course. But once we do that, it's not a huge. There's not a huge or a lot left after that. Hold on, there it is. Defeat Dirk Masterson. The first thing we need to do is actually head out to the Midwest. The KFC actually goes, if you look here, it says we need to find out what makes this man tick. Our spies inform us that he regularly works out at Jim's Gym in Minneapolis. It seems if we send an undercover agent there, we should be able to get some more information. So we got to figure out what makes him tick, and I think I know what it is. We just have to go send enough scientists there. We'll do some plotting. We'll figure out what's going on with him. We also need to get our guys back stealing again. Just over $10,000. That's not too terrible at all. A lot of heat though, so we'll have to keep an eye out. Make sure. Why is the base? Oh, so why is the base on fire? I can tell you exactly why. Because Red Ivan's around. The rocket test has started. So hopefully we can keep it going for at least 1 full minute. The only problem is for some reason this rocket shoots off a bunch of sparks. As to why, not really sure, but it does. You think we could ground it a little bit better? Like electricity. If you know anything about electricity, if you can have a ground to it, it goes right into the ground and it kind of dissipates, so you don't have to deal with it. It's kind of nice. But I don't know how long we've been running this test. The other thing I'm kind of concerned about is that this is about the time of the game where I was having issues through our first playthrough. What I mean by that is that we actually had this game crash quite a few times during about this time. And I think I lost all my minions down in the cavern. Oh, there we go! Yay! All right, I think I did that. It took me like 3 or 4 times the first time we did this. To actually get that correct, but no, it only took me 1 time that time. So that is good to go there. So once we get this built, we can issue our evil ultimatum. But we do want to defeat the super agents first. Well, we want to defeat Dirk Masterson. Once we defeat Dirk Masterson, we need to get our notoriety up just a little bit more, about 29, 30 points. And then the last mission is always a pain in the butt, but it's something we have to do. Let's also look at these receivers. I know they're not cheap, only about $1,000. We can actually build all 5 of them, but we're not quite ready for that yet. Because we just got our inner sanctum in here. How much is the two? The CVC is only $7,000, so we should be able to get that pretty quickly here. Alright, the butcher's back up. He's full health and everything, so let's kill those guys. Let's also get some more doors in here, because at least 1 more door. That works. Alrighty, we are plotting here. Don't see any agents, so we should be okay. He's over here in Alaska. Not ideal, but you know. Hopefully we could take care of that here shortly. Yep, that's what I thought. All right, well let's.
I live to serve. My blade is strong.
So we should get our money back here. There we go. Dirk Master is now here, so we can hide our guys, but that is okay. Hopefully here soon we won't have to worry about him anymore. Still waiting on the TV studio. We have the money for it, so I don't know why we're not buying it really quick. Nothing there. We're still stealing over here. Let's also take a look at a couple of acts of infamy, see if, which maybe ones we want to target. That one gets us... Ooh, that's got 15 valets we need. What's this one? This one's a lot of people, and we need marksmen for it, so... Can't quite do that one currently. What's the one over here? That's a scientist. Don't really need him. And this one gets us 10. That'll get us to 81. It also requires 10 valets, so that's not ideal. That gets us 10. That wouldn't be actually terrible at all. Not a whole lot of people either. That one takes a lot. Holy cow. That's not terrible. We could probably do that. That's 15 of them. Come on, there's got to be some guy that's close. Not really. It's just Colonel Blackheart. Hopefully that construction worker will slow him down enough that we can get somebody up there. Also Jubei, you know, why not send him up there? I don't quite have this TV studio done yet. Ah, right, I forgot, but we don't have the motion sensor up here anymore. Yikes. Alright, well, that's an issue. And once we get that put back, I think it's like $10,000 we're missing right there. So we should have the money now to go try to purchase the TV studio. Alright, well, while we are waiting, let's see, is Dirk out of the way? No, he's not out of the way yet. But there's agents out here. Let's go ahead and hide our guys then. Well, it's not Dark Master anymore. It's just a normal agent, but who cares? Still an agent nonetheless. Like, can we try to afford the TV studio right now? Because we have the money for it. Just don't quite have the minions right now. That's kind of the issue we're kind of running into. I don't have quite the minions to... These guys are in hiding. Yes, they are in hiding. So don't quite have the people to try to find out what's going on. Ah, there's John Steele. I'm glad I caught him. Like, I didn't get any music for him. That was a little odd, but alright. No agents. I mean, there's kind of agents roaming around. Nothing really too scary out there right now. What we got over here? We got 3 briefcases full of money. Why don't we have that in our base then? I mean, there's $58,000. We should have plenty of money to go and plenty of money to go out and get what we want. I don't know why they're dragging their feet on this. Ugh. I don't know why I'm yawning either. I thought I got some good sleep last night, but maybe not. Oh boy. Now I've got John Steele over at the depot that we have all of our money at, which is also not ideal. We'll see about that here in just a moment here. Great, we can go ahead and start stealing again here. We still got the agent over there. What in the world? Why in the world are they staying there for so long is my question. Like, you would think they would leave us alone for a little bit. Let us do what we want. Looks like he actually might be buying the TV studio now. Which, hopefully will work for us. John Steele is far and away from our base here. Let's also try to snag a few minions, too. We could use a couple of construction workers. There we go. Get it back up to 10. It'll help us with training as well as try to jumpstart construction over here. Hopefully we can get this done here shortly. But also we have... Oh, we got some... they're not terrible agents. But... let's give him a good scare.
I use some many straight bar at the Mac. Bullseye.
That should be no problem once they're done there. He actually might be getting the TV studio here momentarily. Still got a lot of money in the depot there. Not ideal. Aha! We need here. So yeah, infiltrate Jim's gym in Minneapolis to get information on the hunk of meat Dirk Masters. You're actually going to steal his towel. Right. So 2 of those guys, 2 biochemists, because why not? I will need a playboy. And we'll need 2 playboys just to reduce the heat on that. We need 5 workers, which, good thing we just got a bunch of them. Don't need that guard, though. Mercenaries, we probably should bring a few more than we need, because it's a risk 4. Let's bring double that, and we'll keep the scientist there. That should help reduce, well, we might not have to keep the scientist there, we'll see. That should reduce the time pretty well what we need to. Not terrible, so. Alright, straighten the back out a little bit. Heard it pop a little bit too, that felt pretty good. Where is this TV studio at? We have to build these stuff outside, which is not ideal, but it's something we do need. Also try to grab a few more minions here. Just so that we can start repop, especially down here, where we're losing a lot of these guys for some reason. Ah, there's Dirk Masterson there. Didn't know he was there. They're getting sneaky on us. Not ideal. Alright. But that means we can just go steal whatever we need to. I think it's his towel. That's what it looks like. I think it's actually in the story if you look. It's like, oh yeah, he's actually... that's his, like, sweat towel. Which is a little bit odd, but... alright. It seems like, I don't know what it is, but it seems like when I'm streaming though, like the first half of my streams go really well. Like I feel good, you know, but it seems like right around this time, about 2:40, 2:45, it's a little earlier today, but it's like, it's like, ooh, something's hit me hard, and I don't know what it is. But it looks like they're going to go out and see if they can maybe distract. Oh great, they're cutting down our, we're hopefully we can distract him long enough so we get more guys down there, but we have no valets at all. That's a bit of an issue, isn't it? Aha, we are guys out here though, so let's go ahead and hit go there. How's its stats doing? Not really great, to be honest with you. Where's Jubei at? We'll go ahead and take care of these guys really quick here.
I do some many great bar at the Mac. I am invisible. Sayonara.
Alright, how are we doing over here? How are we doing over here? 3 people fall over dead. Not ideal. Let's be real here.
I live to sever.
He should be able to take care of those people, no problem. I'll say no problem. He actually is a little low in health, a little bit, but still doing okay. Ah. They're only pathetic hammer veterans, so it's not like it's the worst thing in the world. Let's be real here. But they are soldiers, and they're coming into our base. So let's get everybody down here. And when I mean everybody, it's everybody but Red Ivan, because he can and will blow up the base.
At once, Sensei.
There's 3 of them. Ah, the butcher. Like, I'm missing one person. There's the butcher. Alright, they've broken in now. Eli, can you actually help? So yeah, hopefully I think we should be able to take out these soldiers, no problem. And they're attacking each other now, so that's always good. So now if you see here, this is our man came back with a sweaty towel. So, should I actually bring these mercenaries over here just to help replenish all those guys? Also killed those guys too, so should be able to take care of those guys here relatively quickly here. So now we need to do a research on this, and I don't remember what... Aha, it's the biotanks. Kind of makes sense. So once we get his, which we're doing research on his towel. Once we get that done, we can then figure out what's causing him to do what. Or how we can defeat him, of course. And that's kind of the big point. Also hide these guys. Also want to put a door here. Since we have a little bit of extra cash now. Apparently the diplomat is just punching Dirk Masterson while he's in need of help. I mean, it's pretty funny, don't get me wrong, but, you know, it happens. Now we got a couple people knocked out. Not ideal. Let's go ahead and get Colonel Blackheart then up to the strong room. I can't remember what the room was called for a second. But, yeah. But I don't know. I'm really... Because I keep seeing things all over the place about the new Evil Genius game. People, I think, are dying to play it. Now, it's and of course, with it being only a week away, it makes some sense. Oh, boy. Alright, well, this is not ideal. Where's Colonel Blackheart at? Colonel Blackheart, don't go in there. Yikes. We're losing a couple of biochemists. That's not good. Please tell me he's... Oh, hold on. Why are we not capturing him? Actually, you know what? Let's throw Red Ivan at him. Let's see. Here's we got. We need the Butcher. Jubei can actually wind walk up there. So when Colonel Blackheart gets close, Okay, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he had 33 health left, and that was it. If he died there, he's gone. And I'm like, whew. I just remember that about halfway through that fight. So that is not ideal. Oh, monkey. But I mean, come on. We've already got him here. We're doing research on his towel. It's right there. I think we can hold him for a minute or two, just so that we can figure out number one what's going to happen to him, what we have to do to defeat him. Although I'm kind of curious though, since we've taken out all the super agents, there's going to be more super agents. I know that, but what are they going to who are the new super agents going to be? Or do they try to like rescue some of these super agents? Like they've kind of, not calmed down Katarina, but they've brought her back, or maybe like Mariana Mamba, they fixed her. I don't know. I'd be kind of interested to see. Oh, there's some soldiers at our gate. Butcher, please take them out. If we don't take them out, the rest of the base is going to be on fire, not just the entrance. You know what? There's enough people there. We're not even, don't worry about it. Alright, let's get a new front door on the place, though, because that's going to affect how the base is going to run. Got some more soldiers there, but hopefully it won't be too awful bad. How close are we doing on research right now? It is in the tanks. That's for what little we have to, like, I don't want to keep Jerkmaster in there for very long because of what he can do, especially if he gets out. So hopefully they're done here momentarily, and then we can go ahead and get him defeated. We get 2 super agents, 1 episode. That would be ideal. And I just dropped my coaster. Matter of fact, I have no idea where the coaster went. Oh, it's way over there. Well, alright, I'll get that later. Because, I want to continue on with this. Grab a drink, though. These agents I'm going to have to deal with here shortly. That's pretty funny. Alright. For some reason these aren't activating though. That's a little odd, because these should detect all those guys. I don't know. It's a little bit odd. Oh crap. Alright, well he broke out. Not ideal. I'm going to recapture him, please. Yep, and that's where we need to go we need to interrogate him now. That's kind of the, that was the whole point of that. He set himself on fire. Jubei, can you come help Red Ivan? Cool. So what? Put him in the flaming, a flaming cell. It's really, if we can just get enough time with him in there, and then hit the interrogation device. I know what we have to do. Alright. Interrogate. We have to dunk him into biotanks. And I'll read the story here in just a moment. So, The research brought some interesting information to light. It seems that Dirk Masterson has been using highly illegal steroids. Our scientists have modified our biotechnology to cause an extreme reaction if Dirk Masterson is ever immersed in our biojuice. And he just broke out again. Alright, well. We could use some assistance down here, please. Oh, we've already captured him again. Alright then. Things keep blowing up. Why are they blowing up? Move that to there. Let's also grab a bunch more construction minions so that we can at least have someone working on the base. Let's get all 20 of them because we could use all 20. There we go. Well, hopefully here soon we'll be able to get a prison cell back, because that is something we will need. I think we got a camera down here, don't we? Yep. Go to 1, please. Another one down here. Yep, there was 1. So go to 1. The problem is I don't see anybody running out with money, so that's not ideal. Oh, there is. Somebody is going to get something. It's either well, of course, it's either going to be the cell or the tower here. So it's either or. Handguns, rifles, handguns, and that's heavy machine guns. So we lost the flamethrower rack. The other thing we lost. And Dirk Masterson's back up. That's not ideal. Butcher, can you help go capture him? Eli, can you help go capture him?
Monkey see, monkey do.
Hopefully the prison cell gets built here shortly, because I really want to get rid of this guy even more than ever. Cool. So it's going to be one of two things here. Because everything else is gone. So it's the security desk that he got. Is there anybody else running in the base here? Come on. Where is that last guy with the cell? Get a little annoyed. But maybe that's just me. I was probably kind of start rebuilding this a little bit, but I'm kind of waiting just till we can get a cell in there so that it doesn't just blow up everything. Where is everybody at? Alright, so we get two things. That's gotta be one of them. We got a death cube here. I don't know what else we're building, but maybe a door. It might be the doors. Oh, you've got to be kidding me here. Fingers crossed it's actually the holding cell. Because if not, we're going to recapture this guy yet again. Well, I hope this process would go a little bit smoother, but you know, I guess not.
Yes, life will be interesting.
Gonna sneak those suckers. Gonna make him your pit bear. Gonna capture him there.
Come on.
Put it down.
Alright, someone else got him. Alright, as long as somebody got him, I'm okay with that. Now can we go dunk him in the biotanks, please? Is that a possibility? Ooh, good lord. Someone's... Oh, they're fighting each other. Good. There's like a 3 or 4-way battle going on here. Awesome. That means they're not getting to the base. That's kind of the whole point. Number one, don't we do like pat him down for like explosives and guns and everything like that before we put him in there? Not a thing we do. I bet you we have to have a scientist do this. I bet that's why we're having a few. Well, not like a scientist. We have to have a science minion, probably a biochemist, if I had to guess. Actually, do this interrogation. I could be totally wrong, but since that quantum physicist is going in there, I have a feeling it might be the reason why. But it looks like, we should be able to actually get some of our rifle cabinets and our machine gun cabinets and things like that back. So I'm okay with that. We get a time clock in here. It's also getting an interrogation chair. I don't think we'll need one, but it's not the worst thing in the world to have around just in case. Alright, well, finally, after a little bit of a delay, we finally get to see the last one we can defeat of the super agents actually be defeated. Oh, there are soldiers in our base now. Not like they're great or anything, but they are in our base. And in that case, we really should take care of those guys. But actually go take care of these.
Don't go snapping, man. Oh, mama. Another one for the trophy case. Locked and loaded.
Let's actually watch this happen, though. Because, you know, why not? Hooked him by a leg. Let's see what happens. Get a little better camera view on this. A little bit of a dunkage. Let's actually rotate the camera a little bit. Let's see what happens. What do we do to him? Oh, good to have this tank now, of course. He's trying to save himself, but we hit him with the crane. And somehow we've hooked him again. I don't know how that happens. Oh, Terminator style. No. And yes, we pull him out. Somehow his head's not there. I don't know how that works out, but oh, there it is. I see it now. That is what's left. Well, still technically a lot of Dirk Masterson, but he's now our freak. And yes, that is something that does happen. It's, yes, we actually do technically convert him to a freak. So now he'll fight until we
Kill it. It's blooming fantastic.
he'll fight until he dies, and then we don't have to worry about Dirk Masterson anymore. So yeah, that's another super agent down. So now all 4 of the ones we can defeat are defeated. Don't have to worry about them anymore. So let's work on these transmitters then. Because these are something we do need. We need 5 of them. And actually, it's not the worst to build a couple of them. So I'm going to actually build an array down there and probably build 5 down here. Because essentially what happens... Ooh, there's soldiers down there too. And those are good soldiers too. I'm not happy to see those guys. Anyways. But essentially is we have to issue our evil ultimatum. It does take a little bit of time to broadcast it. And because of that, what we have to do is we have to keep those towers up for as long as they're broadcasting. So that could take a while. So we have to kind of be a little more careful how we place those. But here's the thing: if we get, oh crap, I don't think it's gonna. We're gonna save that piece. We lost his towel, which is unfortunate because that seems like a great thing to have. But oh, that's not good. He's killing my minions. That's not supposed to happen. It's also reduced the amount of minions we're recruiting because that's what killed us last time. Ooh, there's a lot of people coming after us now. It's not ideal. Why do we have so much? Oh, because we killed Super Agent. Probably why. Not in Patriot though. Patriot doesn't really care that what we're doing. It's kind of funny, but. Yeah, this is not ideal to be sure. Looks like they're going after Dirt Bastards then. Oh no. Well, also, oh, and he's dead. So he's finally been defeated. Let's get our guys up here too, because we're gonna need them. Because they're breaking down the doors. Let's just be real here. What I mean, literally mean they're breaking down the doors.
Targeting hostiles.
Laying down a smackdown.
So you know what? Let's gather our guys here. Gonna Blackheart come through here. Where's the rest of these guys at? Oh, there's the butcher. Turn. Run in here.
Yes.
Where's Jubei at? We need Jubei up here like ASAP. Oh, that thief got in as there's like a bunch of soldiers outside here. I don't know how that happened, but alright. Oh, there's... Oh, screw it. Oh, he stole the crown jewels. That's not ideal. The problem is, if they start getting some of this back stuff back, they start getting some of this stuff back, we start losing notoriety. And that's kind of the problem I have. So we may not reach 500. It might be a little short, but this is the highest I have gotten before, so we might be able to steal them back too. It's not like it's a huge deal, but you know. But we have taken down quite a few people already, so, or we've done a lot of this already. So I don't see any of our transmitters going up though, and that's what kind of bugs me a little bit. Kill those guys like right now because they're just landing. We can kill them while they're landing. Hopefully, oh, there's a couple more guys right there. Yeah, so we can look here. We might have to go like look for it again, but that would be okay. Eli, can you come out and help these guys? Because they're being burned alive, but, you know, it happens. Can you actually come out here and punch these guys? Like, it would be a lot more useful. Alright, well. Oh, that sucks. Why are all these guys running out here, though? Alright, well. like that guy's running, so we got a lot of those guys taken care of. That's good at least. Still, we're having a lot of issues with people just dying on us. We got more soldiers coming in as we speak. It's a bit annoying, I'll be honest with you. Can you just turn around, please?
Bandits at 10 o'clock.
They'll probably enjoy it.
I need silk cut.
Well, this is not ideal so far. I mean, yeah, you know what? We might need we might need one more episode, unfortunately. Which, because right now, the past couple, I don't know. I might end the stream a little bit early today because unfortunately, I thought I could get all this done, and for some reason, they're just not. Everything just, I'm losing a lot of minions. I mean, so what I might have to do is regroup. We got less than an hour left of the stream. I think I'm gonna call it. My throat's still already getting dry. It's not been a great day for me, but we did get a couple of hours in today. We did get a lot of it done. So on Friday we will complete this game. I think this is a good stopping point, just because we have a lot of stuff we have to go back training through. And I don't think we're quite ready for it yet. And I got a feeling we're just going to be sitting here. And I don't want to have another one of those streams. I feel like it was kind of boring. I understand that. So guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the game here. And I'm going to see this. I'm going to switch over to the main camera, guys. But thank you for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. If you guys are wanting to see more content from me, maybe you want to see what happened the rest of the playthrough here on Evil Genius, you can always go check out my YouTube channel. They have actually all the streams uploaded on there, so if you guys are curious about that, you're more than welcome to check it out there. Also, if you are wanting to support me, the best way you can do it is just leave a follow here on Twitch. It's the best way to support me currently. And I believe that's it. Friday we're going to be back at 1 p.m. Hopefully we'll be finishing up this game. If we have, I might have to have another game in mind, just if we beat this a little early, which we might. And then next Wednesday we'll be ready for the next Evil Genius 2, when it comes out. I'll be playing that for the first time on stream. So hopefully that'll be actually rather fun, guys. So, but guys, thanks for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. I will see you guys back here on Friday. So have a great Thursday. I'll see you again here on Friday.